Hey everybody, Stippling Vaughn. You can tell from the background noise and music. You know where I am. I'm at my local dive bar getting to work here. Last night, just when we thought that this rivalry between Aaron and Renee was starting to dive down, that was just about making money, and who was ahead in their campaign? Well, boys and girls, that rivalry is getting heated up all over again. That's right, last night was the nomination episode for the chat's end of year award show for Comicsgate and the Comicsgate campaigns that we had this last year. And both Aaron and Renee are top contenders. So this grudge match is gonna continue. So this week we're gonna see a lot of campaigning between Aaron and Shelley. So we know that on tomorrow on Comicsgate Kings it's gonna continue. Now of course Aaron has his Aaron Live show tonight, so he gets the first opening salvo to make his play to get the fans riled up and to vote on the show, which will be next Saturday on the show The Chat by Danger Vanessa. So make sure that you guys tune in so your vote can be made and you can be heard. Because remember, this is a complete. Let's put it this way, as I put it last night. That show last night was such a shit show of transparency, and I loved every moment of it. So, you know this grudge match is going to continue. Okay, both Aaron and Renee, specifically, top creator of the year and top book of the year. So those two, they are going to have to be have their A game on with the smack talk and the kissing of babies through the internet to get as many votes as possible. Graham Nolan also got quite a few, and Shane Davis got quite a few nominations, so you'll definitely want to tune in. Those two are definitely going to be up for a couple categories. The big thing that I saw was like last year, it was a challenge just to have 4 different colorists on a book. This year, when they did the nominations, and the way they do the nomination show is Danger Vanessa, she gets her vote, or she gets her nomination. Amanda B, she gets her nomination. And K Manifesto, he gets his nomination, and then it goes open to the chat. And there were 15 categories. There was 15. You'd have up to 15 nominations, and then everybody in the chat had the ability to vote. And so when they had the ability to vote, you had to pick 3. So the top 5 of the votes would then now have the opportunity to compete for next week when when it matters for who will be the top winner for each category. And as I said, for colorists last year, I think they struggled just to get 4. This year, once they opened it up to the chat, a lot of different colorists were mentioned. They actually listed, they used up all 15 slots in nomination for the colorists. And that just shows, A, how Comicsgate has grown so much, that we have so many different talented colorists now. It's no longer the Kyle Rittenhouse Award. There's so many other Gabe Altai, Eve, Dan Lawless. It goes on and on. Those are the 2 that I can just think of off the top of my head, but I know there's many others. Same thing went for lettering. Lettering, we think we had like 2 letters this last year. Now, lettering was harder. We had basically because I took a look at all the campaigns that I'd backed this last year, and other than 1 or 2 books, almost all the books that I got this last year were done by Eric Weathers. So Eric Weathers, if he wins it again, it'll come down to the lettering category will now be known forthright as the Eric Weathers category. So, because he's essentially made that category his bitch. So, but really, if you were to check, I would definitely ask anybody to, or advise anybody to check out that show. It was very entertaining. We had it shows how Commonsgate has grown. Last year, I remember, we had up to, at one point, 100 people voting. So it really comes down to this year. Will we have more than 100 people voting for the award show? I am going out and I am going to get some certificates of achievement that I will be filling out and sending to all of the winners. So, and real quick, thank you very much for everybody who's viewing my videos and sharing it out, giving me likes. It helps out greatly. If you like the content, share it out so others can be aware of it and they can subscribe too. This piece that I'm working on, of course, is the Shane Davis art contest submission piece for Inglorious Rex. Okay, we got that guy there. This one in the foreground here. I've been doing some more work on him. You can see how I've been doing it. That here it's darker than it was before. This is darker. It's a slow, laborious process. The one thing that kind of helps is when I'm doing these videos, it gives me the opportunity to see how where it looks to me as if this is very dark. When I look through the screen here, I can see that's not. So I gotta really hammer the hell out of this area here. I gotta hit up here more, and I gotta hit around here some more. So, but you can really see how I'm slowly getting in there, hammering away, and it's like I said, it's funny how when I look at this on paper, it looks like it's dark, but when I look through the screen, I can see how there's so much more where it's much lighter than I anticipate. So I really got hit even more. And then of course we got this guy. I was working on this guy a whole lot yesterday. You can see I've got a lot more progress on him. But again, you can see where I've really got to hammer away at him to get him even darker. I talked to you guys about this one here. This one's getting cold cocked. And it took me quite a few times to draw him out. So he's he's pushed back more and he's smaller. Did some toning on this guy, so he's going to start. You can see where I'm putting the inks in. So he's starting to come together. The only thing I haven't done is I'm going to have 232 back here in the background behind everybody. Your main focus when you get is going to be Razor. I'm believing that 232 will be your secondary focal point, and then your last focal point would go down here. So what's going to happen is she's your focal point, he's your secondary focal point. If I'm going to have the triangle, I've got to have it so I'm going to have to do something with Rex to pull your eye back down to this bottom guy, because if I don't, then I'm basically just going to have to tone the hell out of him so he falls into place and just simply becomes what this dead Rex will do is he's just going to become just another framing symbol for this. You're going to have framing all the way in a U shape from the far right all the way down and up the left, with Razor 232 in the background. So I'm going to get to work on this. I've got a couple other things I need to do before all the games start. Remember, football season is a great time of year. I encourage anybody who is a football fan, don't just sit on your duff in your couch. Go out to a local bar. Talk to people who are fans of other teams. You're going to discover that you guys have a lot more in common than you have that are different, which is one thing we need more of in this world. We need more people of different beliefs, different teams, and just talk to another person. And you know what? I encourage anybody who's a football fan, go out to a bar and intentionally walk up to someone who doesn't have has a different team's jersey than you. You guys are going to have a lot more fun because you're not going to be an echo chamber. They're going to be talking shit to you. You're going to be talking shit to them, and before you know it, you got a new best friend. And that's what makes football so great. And we need more of that football mentality in our lives. Until then, remember, everybody, life is stressful, but that's why you only ever take it one dot at a time.